Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a review of all of my designer sunglasses. I've also got some brand new sunglasses to unbox, which I ordered and they have arrived already. This is a little sneak peek. So we will also be unboxing those as part of this video. I've always tended to lean towards designer accessories and then high street fashion as a general rule. I do find that a designer accessory, especially sunglasses, bags, belts, shoes, they really can elevate an outfit. Obviously that is personal preference, but I definitely do have a bit of a, what shall I say, weak spot for a designer pair of sunglasses. I'm an absolute nightmare when it comes to being at the airport and seeing all the lovely sunglasses there. That being said, I always do try to find a bargain where possible as well. I'm going to go through all the sunglasses that I've got here, try them on, give you some details, and also include some details about where you can find them for the best price as well. All of the items that I show will be linked in the description box for you guys. So without further ado, let's get into the video. From Christian Dior. These I actually got from Bicester Village. Bicester Village is such a good place to find designer sunglasses at a really affordable price for designer. I say in inverted commas because they are still obviously very, very expensive. But these ones I got at Bicester Village. I got them about a year ago. And they are navy blue, which I feel is such a classy colour to wear in the summer. It's actually a very, very neutral colour. This style and shape, it's kind of like an aviator shape. I just feel like it's really flattering on most face shapes. It's not too out there. It's not too sort of in your face. It's very kind of like understated, elegant. You've got the Christian Dior branding on the side of the sunglass. I just think that is really nice, especially when you are paying this much. These I paid around £200 for and they retail for around £460. So if you do get to go to Bicester Village and you do go to Dior, I would definitely check out the sunglasses in there. So I'll link these as best I can find them down in the description. If I can't find the exact ones, then I will link something similar for you. But yeah, these ones are absolutely beautiful and they just go with so much. This is the pouch that they come in as well. Now, the next pairs are all in this kind of little box that I've got here. So this I actually got from Amazon and is a really useful way to store sunglasses. There are lots of ways that you can store them, but I just find this useful because I can see what ones that I've got. I've actually now sort of outgrown this, so I do need to invest in another one, but I'll link this down below. It's just, as I say, from Amazon, really quite inexpensive, but a great way to present your sunglasses. So we've got these to go through and then we've got 3 more pairs as well. So let's get on to the next pair. I am a little bit of a sucker for MIU MIU. I just think it is such a cute brand, like it's part of the PRADA group. These ones here, they've got the MIU MIU embossed in the sunglass and I just think that is so nice. So they are a little bit more kind of like statement, and obviously you've got the logo in the sunglass at the front, but I just think they're so cool. They've got this kind of like 70s vibe to them. I love the slim arms. The slim arms, they've also got MIU MIU embossed on the side as well. I got these from the MacArthur Glen outlet in Cannock. You don't need to go to an outlet necessarily to find the best price for sunglasses, as I'll show you later. From memory, they were around £180. I think it was a case of buy one, get one half price. So that's what they worked out as. But they were still full price on places like Selfridges and the Sunglass Hut at around £340. So yeah, definitely check out other websites like Visual Click. There is Blickers, there's Pretavoir. I'll link some down in the description for you, but there are so many other retailers to actually buy sunglasses from outside of like Selfridges, Sunglass Hut, for example, and the prices are just so much better. But yeah, these are just so cute. As I say, I love the 70s vibe. They're actually more of a rose gold on the kind of metal exterior, but I feel like it looks slightly more like yellow gold than rose gold. I don't really wear any rose gold, but it's actually very sort of minimal anyway. But yeah, these are super cool, really, really cute. They're my only sunglasses that have kind of like the nose pads in them, but when I want something a little bit more dressy, particularly on an evening on a holiday, these are the ones I tend to gravitate towards. So when I bought those ones, I actually got these at the same time, again from the outlet, but you can get these at outlet prices online. I've seen them really recently on, I believe it was Blickers, but again, as I say, I will link them for you guys because I basically wanted to replace these exact ones because I actually managed to drop these when I was outside in the garden and then stand on them. I don't know how I managed to drop the sunglasses and then actually crush them into the ground with my foot. I was pretty devastated. So you can just see there, I don't know if you could, well, it's going to pick up on camera, it should do, all of the scratches on the lens. Yeah, it's pretty devastating, especially when you're spending like a lot of money on sunglasses. You do need to be more careful with them. So if you are someone that is prone to losing things, dropping things, then yeah, I probably wouldn't say maybe to invest so much in sunglasses. But yes, the reason I love these ones so much is because of how oversized they are. So in the super hot sunny days, on holiday by the pool, on the beach, when you just want that really big protection over your face, then these are your best friend. They do look kind of like the bug-eyed Paris Hilton, really super oversized sunglasses, but I still like them. I still feel that because they're all black and you've got minimal branding, I just think that they are still quite a nice vibe, a nice look, quite chic. But yeah, they're super oversized to protect your face. Often in the sun, I'll wear sunglasses, hat, sun cream, the whole works. I really do like to try and protect my face from the sun as much as possible. And I really, really love these for that. So I am really sad about the scratches on them now, and I will replace them at some point during the year. I'll probably wait till after the summer season now, because then I expect they will go down in price more. But they're such a great pair of oversized sunnies. And obviously with them being oversized, they just give that slightly more glamorous look as well. Another pair of super oversized sunglasses and very much an investment piece are these from Saint Laurent. These ones have the YSL on the side. They're really, really large. They're almost like a cat eye shape. You can get these in tortoiseshell and you can get them in other colours as well, I've noticed. And at the time of buying these, they were around $650. I think you can get them now for around $450. So ridiculous, really. And I feel like these ones are also a love it or hate it type of sunglass because of how big the branding is on them. But I really, really do like them for more or less the same reasons as the Gucci ones. They're very glamorous. They're very big and oversized. They've got more of like the sharp edges there as well, so it gives you that more cat eye look. Now these were actually a gift. I don't think I would spend this much on a pair of sunglasses personally, but yeah, as I say, each to their own. And I say these are a gift which I'm very grateful for. I do actually really like the logo. I just find that I have to be careful when I'm wearing, for example, I have a Saint Laurent bag, and if I wear that with these and so on, I think it looks a bit too much. So I feel like a very pared down minimal outfit with no branding, and then you can probably get away with these type of sunglasses. But if you're looking for something really like, and I say loud, but like a big statement oversized sunglass, these ones from Saint Laurent are really nice. I feel like the tortoiseshell are really nice as well. I've tried those on in Selfridges and they're softer because of them being tortoiseshell brown. And so yeah, if you didn't want the black, the tortoiseshell are a nice option too. Also from Saint Laurent, I have these I actually got from Pretavoir a couple of years ago. They're a really much more understated sunglass and they're beautiful. So they're again that classic kind of like aviator shape, so very, I just think this is like a very trendy but elegant, as I say, it's not in your face, it's not showy, it's not like big and oversized, it's just a nice sunglass. And these from Saint Laurent have the little logo on the side there, so if I can show you a bit closer. But yeah, it's really small, almost to the point where you would hardly even notice it, which I actually quite like with these. So it's nice to have like a bit of variety in terms of your branding and things, depending on what looks you're going for. But these, they literally go with everything because they're black, because the branding's minimal. Pretty much any outfit they will go with. Now, it just also worth mentioning that sunglasses I often do use as a hair accessory. So just to keep your hair up and out your face, even if it's not that sunny, I just think they are so cool. I also feel like they just dress up any outfit, not necessarily just designer sunglasses, but sunglasses, they kind of give that polish to an outfit even on the non-sunny days. Then we have these beautiful ones from Prada. These ones I got from an outlet again. I believe it was the MacArthur Glen outlet in Cannock. I don't actually live near that outlet, sadly, but the Sunglass Hut at that outlet, if you do live near there or if you are traveling there, is really, really good. They often have such great deals on the sunglasses individually, and they give even bigger deals if you're buying more than one pair. So these are from Prada. They're a really popular design from Prada. You can get them in black, tortoiseshell, white. I think there's other colours as well. They're much more of a smaller shape. So they're different to kind of anything actually that I have already, and I was so tempted to get these in another colour but didn't, because I felt like, yeah, that was just a bit too much to get them in another colour because they are, say, quite expensive. But I do love the Prada branding. It's gold branding, but it's not really loud. It's not in your face. It's just there. You know, if you're up close, you can kind of see it, but it's not shouting at you. Because they're so nice and small in terms of the depth, you can wear them very easily with a cap, which I find some of the other sunglasses, like the oversized ones, for example, it's actually quite difficult to wear these with something like a cap, just because they kind of interfere with each other. With a bucket hat, these are generally fine. But yeah, I love how like small these are. They are very, very kind of like chic. They're very understated, elegant sunglasses. I love the tortoiseshell. I think it's lovely and soft. I kind of have a battle between black and tortoiseshell in my sunglasses. I feel like I don't know which one I prefer most. I'm generally leaning, I think, towards tortoiseshell now. But yeah, this is the sunglass. Very, very beautiful. And as I say, lots of colours if you didn't want this particular one. I think from memory, these were around the £200 mark, and that is outlet price, but you can get them online around that price as well. But if you buy them direct from Selfridges, they're around £350. Next up have Gucci, and these ones are kind of like my cool and trendy sunglasses. I actually picked these up at Belfast International Airport. I have a family member who lives in Belfast, so I do travel there, not frequently, but you know, now and again, and that airport has quite a good range of sunglasses. These are from Gucci. These are just so cool. They're kind of different for me and not my, I suppose, usual style, but the amount of wear I get out of these is really quite a match to almost the others, because I don't know what it is. I think it's because, again, it's a tortoiseshell brown, it's softer, it seems to go with everything. When you're wearing a very casual outfit, these sunglasses just seem to go. They also dress down an outfit, so if you're wearing something that's kind of more dressy but you want to make it more casual, because of like the style and shape of them, I do feel like they do that. So yeah, also this kind of shape and style is very trending at the moment. The Gucci on it is minimal. It's just in writing on the side, which I feel is a little bit more classy, to be honest with you, than the GG, but I still do like the GG. You know, I'm not one for no logos, not big logos. I like both. I like minimal, understated luxury, and I like loud luxury. It just depends what mood I'm in, really. But yeah, I do like the fact that these have the Gucci just written on the side there. They're super comfortable on the face, and yeah, just really cool, really nice. One thing to mention about the Prada sunglasses actually is if you have a slightly larger head, which I feel that I do, these can, after a while, start to feel a little bit tight on the sides. So it's just something to bear in mind with these ones. And I just think it's because of the smaller shape and design of them. So we have got through those pretty quickly. So that just leaves us to unbox the pair that I've bought recently. I have wanted these for so long, but I have been deciding whether I want the white, tortoiseshell or black. And actually I was even contemplating the acetate and the kind of like grey colour. There are so many different colourways of these sunglasses from Miu Miu, and eventually I just decided on a classic black because I felt like it would just go with everything, and I can definitely wear these in the winter as well as the summer as well. Whereas if I just bought the white, for example, then they would pretty much just you could only wear them in the summer or like on a summer holiday or a hot holiday. So yes, I did decide on the black, so I'll show you them now. This is the box they come in. I got them from Visual Click. Visual Click have loads of different styles on there, all the designers. They are super affordable prices compared to like Selfridges, for example. So I paid £180 for these, and if you buy the exact same ones from Selfridges, they're £340. So kind of felt like a no-brainer. They come in this beautiful velvet case. What I love about Miu Miu sunglasses, all of the Miu Miu sunglasses are the same. You get this beautiful velvet case, but you also get the little travel case. So you can pop this easily in your handbag, for example. It's just got Miu Miu embossed on there. But if you want to have extra protection, if you're popping them in a, I don't know, a travel bag, for example, you can use the nice hard case as well. And then you also get your cleaning cloth with them too. So let's open them up and have a look. That must be another Miu Miu case. I've kind of like unboxed them and then reboxed them to show you guys because I've already worn them. So this is for my other Miu Miu sunglasses. So I'm just going to move that to one side. So yeah, we've got the other case there. So this is the ones that I chose. I think they're quite a popular design. I've seen them around quite a bit, especially in the outlets, people wearing them in Selfridges, for example. But yeah, they are beautiful. So as I say, I chose the black colour with the gold hardware. I think you can also get black with the black Miu Miu on the side, so you don't have such a prominent hardware, but I really like the gold hardware on them. I think it makes them a little bit more dressy. You can make these evening appropriate as well. So that's what it's like on the side. A really nice shape, different to anything I have here. They are more square in shape than the Prada ones, for example, but they're much smaller than any of my other sunglasses. Like for example, aviators, you can see they are much deeper than these ones. So I'll try them on for you. So this is what they look like on. Interestingly, actually, when I tried the white, they looked a lot more kind of cat eye, and I think it's just because the frame was a lot more prominent, whereas it's not so much on the black. But yeah, that's from the side, front, side again. I just love them. I think they are chic. I think they are cute. I think they are like trendy, but without being too trending, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really love them. And as I say, I love Miu Miu as a brand and what they have in their kind of like ready to wear and accessories and things. So these are adorable. Just bear in mind though, guys, these have been collected over many years. I haven't just bought these last year or this year. They have been collected over many years. So yes, it is like a curated collection. And some sunglasses I've sold, for example. I've actually sold quite a few and then bought them to replace them. So if I want to get something new, for example, I will sell obviously ones I'm not wearing first to put towards those sunglasses. And I would definitely recommend that you guys do that as well. So if you go through your collection and there's a new pair that you want and you think that you're not wearing some of them, it's definitely worth maybe selling those and then reinvesting them in the ones that you do want, so you get maximum wear out of your wardrobe. Also, just on that, a great place to find sunglasses and things, designer ones if you're looking for them, is Vinted, Vestaire Collective. You can get bargains on there. Like I've sold on there myself. Designer sunglasses, they don't hold their value. Buying them new is definitely, you know you're going to lose money when you resell them, unless they're, I don't know, some kind of like special vintage pair from Chanel or something that you can't get anymore. But yeah, when you buy them new, you're definitely knowing that you're not going to be making money or retaining money on them for the most part. So if you are happy to shop pre-loved, then you can often get amazing deals there. And as I said, the sites that I've mentioned before, like Visual Click, Pretavoir, Blickers, they've got the same sunglasses that they have in the other shops at often like £100 or more off. So it's kind of a no-brainer, and they come with the same guarantees and everything. So I hope that was really useful for you. All of the styles and everything will be linked in the description along with the accessories. If you would like any more information on anything that I've shown in today's video, then just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. But I hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please do subscribe if you are still here, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon in my next video. Bye guys.